National Football League.
Of the Falcons. His guys got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties, and off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over.
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Clark Phillips, the corner, there on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action now, it's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
And that's a nice grab.
And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. It's caught left side by Hawkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had it.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back, and now whistles as the challenge flag is out. And this last play will be reviewed. That issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that challenge, a successful one. They're going to go play action with Penix. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
Penix now off. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. London brought in motion. Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Jonathan Allen. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. Take it in, back at his own 12. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, Jones. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now McCarthy. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 7.
Leonard Floyd.
Second
In there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Exiting the pocket right. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down. On the give, it's Jones.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Pitts is the man in motion. Play action. It's Penix. Forced out left. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down. Just shy of midfield. Here's second and 5. Mooney in motion. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times. And maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams, Tampa.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Andrew Van Ginkel getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. And the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going back.
Those are on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top three for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your fourth best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises. But when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment. And you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Gain of 5. First down, Falcons.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, and the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously Shador, conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit. I think you look at Ashton Jenkins. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith? play action, set up that run game, play good defense. This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our head on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they get Hunter early in his rookie year.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down. First and 10.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
11-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's complete to Mason. That was not what they were hoping for. He's gonna go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To the air once more is McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Throwing again is McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Less than a yard.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's good for a Vikings first down. First down and goal to go.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, we spend so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. His kick is good. Vikings extend their advantage to 14. The kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Over the middle, catch made by Mooney. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Now, deep ball for London. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Drawing near, so good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team hit the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference about my kick to touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off and I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Javon Hargrave. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Oh, that is terrific.
The Vikings
out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets, Rams and Jags will also play in London. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
6 yards.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, we're on the verge of surrendering 2 points.
And Aaron Mack can even sniff the first down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a fourth down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, the road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Fourth down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A huge play on fourth down, 38 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Robinson. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. On third and goal, it's Penix. This caught. He's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on fourth and 1? Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
To kick off for the Vikings.
Here comes a return. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. Greg, I know you're passionate about this. The change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on fourth down, as we've seen here. The Vikings have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On second down, Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Give, and here comes Robinson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up. And And set up a third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Jonathan Allen. He is having one heck of a night. His third sack of the game. The Falcons send their punting unit out as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
It's 4th down. Ryan Wright in punt.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Javon Hargrave. He's been tough to stop all night. Now with 3 sacks in the game. That one taken in by London. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Robinson, 1st down and more. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
A 28-yard gain.
On 1st down, it's Penix.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
Penix on 3rd down, and he's going to come down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. David Onyemata gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Throw on the run is complete, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A couple of big plays to start this drive. About 17 on this one.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the 1st down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Left side, he's got McLeod.
Penix's pass.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That is Josh Metellus, the safety. Gets in there and brings him down.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on the drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 5 as they start with this 1st down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Number 3, Jordan Addison. A gain of 11.
Trying right for the 1st down with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
13 more yards. another Vikings first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run it here with Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all just seal this victory away.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. It is 2nd and a yard.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Atlanta.
Now Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
He'll spike it here. 27 ticks left on that clock. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
London. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Brought down to 14 as they get up and spike it. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. To a knee goes McCarthy. That should about wrap this one up. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.